me just set this all up right. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream where I'm going to be talking about the differences between influencer, content creator, thought leader, affiliate marketer, and basically all of the different jargon. And I guess the goal of this is to figure out if you want to be one, if you are one, and how to become one. Hello, my friends. Hello, Patricia. Hi, Cassie. Hi, um, Christopher. Hello, everyone. I have not enough water for this at all. I'm also live on LinkedIn where you can, I'm actually not going to be sharing my screen that much today. So it's probably just going to be fine on Instagram, but also live on LinkedIn. If you'd like to join me there, it's a little bit more of a wide screen experience. All right. Well, let's get started with what we do first here on my show. We smoke a little weed. And so what we're going to talk about today, hi Amanda, is the difference and similarities between all this jargon in social media. So we're going to talk about content creator, influencer. We're going to talk about nano influencer, micro influencer, macro influencer, and then we're going to talk about affiliate marketing and also thought leadership. So there's a lot. There's a lot to get through and a very short period of time as per usual. What's up, Gremlin? Okay. Nobody ever, it's so funny. Like, I feel like it's really hard to join me somehow on LinkedIn. It's like I always screw it up or something like that. And I always get so many more people joining me on Instagram. But anyway, it's fine because I have to use both so that I can save the content and recreate it. Actually, I should also be going live to YouTube because, oh yeah, I am. Okay. Good life. Okay. All right. So we are going to smoke a little bit and get the brain going. For me, when I smoke, it helps like the words there just not be too many like thoughts in between the words in my brain and the words that come out of my mouth. Hi, Miss Feisty Fit, Christina. If I'm like right now, I'm thinking about 9,000 things. Once I smoke, I can really focus in and dial into what I want to talk about. And what are we talking about today? Today, we are talking about influencers, content creators, affiliate marketers, thought leaders, all these different buzzwords that we hear in social media and influencer marketing. And we're going to talk about who you are or who you want to be, and also could help you figure out who the kinds of people that you want to work with if you're a brand. What's up, Pretty High Club? What's up, everyone who's joining? Happy to see you. Tala, welcome. This is going to be a fun, interesting conversation, but we have to get high for it first, personally. So what do we say at High Curious? Oh my God, can we just really take a quick little break and just look at my nails and how amazing they coordinate with just everything? It's just a 420 moment, isn't it? I mean, come on. It's so aesthetic. All right. When I say, hold on one second. I have like this fear that you guys can't hear me. That matching. Okay. I don't know. It was probably fine. It was probably not connected, but you guys can hear me okay, right? All right. My current absolute favorite toker poker is this orange one. I know that it's just really, really basic. And it's just this orange toker poker. And I don't know why. It just really goes with like my whole aesthetic right now. And this hot pink lighter that's inside here is just like giving me life. Like this combo plus my like everything. Okay. All right. I'm super glad you guys are here. This is going to be a fun conversation. I definitely want to include you guys, the audience. If you have any thoughts or questions, or just if you disagree with me, anything that what I'm saying, I definitely want to engage in dialogue. So please feel free to talk to me in the comments and let me know what you think about what I'm talking about. All right. So when you have a drink, you say cheers, and that means to the good times. But l'chaim means to life, and that's for all the times. So I say l'chaim when I smoke l'chaim. We might have to have a second bowl before we get into this. I feel like it'll roll off the tongue a lot better after a second bowl. What do you guys think? Anybody else smoking along with me? Anyone else? Have I ever tried the Moose Labs mouthpiece? Yes, I have. And I 1000% know that I absolutely should be using it. I have it in my closet, in my cabinet, and it's like a brand new one. And I haven't, I, I don't, I don't like the way that feels on my face. It's so stupid. L'chaim, everyone. All right, one more, and then we'll get started because I don't want to keep you guys over the hour mark. Because I know everybody has their life, and you can't smoke without it. I feel that. What's up, Waffles? What's up, Crystal? What's up, everybody? It's so nice to have such a nice crew on with me today. Everybody have something to smoke. I already feel the vibes coming in. I'm already feeling the sesh vibes coming in. All right. Woo! Yee! Hump day. Does anyone else like actually get it on hump day? Me and my husband are pretty we at least try to hold each other to it. So anyway, let's go. We are on for tonight, in case you guys care. We figure that's like kind of our plan. This is TMI, but like, especially for this business show, it's not like really TMI for me, but like we do have a plan where we try to get it in twice a week. And if we do it on Wednesdays, then we do it on the weekends, and it's like perfect, right? Sometimes we skip the weekdays. We're 50 and 56. If we have it once a week, twice a week, like whatever. Yeah, exactly. Love the honesty. Anytime we have energy and no kids in the room, haha, totally. You love this idea of making Wednesday like a sex night, right? Because that way you always get it. You can be like 2 nights a week, because 2 nights a week is like I think for me, I feel like it's a good number. Perfect for me. 3 is also lovely, and in the past I've loved to have even more, but 2 is perfect for me right now. Anyone else? 2. The hump, the hump, the hump. All right, let's see. I feel like I kicked it. Milky bong hits, right? Milky bong rips. All right. All right. You did not come to this particular sesh to talk about my sex life or yours, but it always makes it fun, right? Okay. Let's get it started. I'm just going to bring this over here. Okay. So, I don't know. I want this over here. Sorry, guys. Okay. What am I smoking? I'm smoking on a strain that I grew in my very own backyard called Deep Lemon. It's one of my absolute favorites. So I'm super glad everybody's here. Let's jump in to the content. All right. So here, what are we talking about today? There's a lot of buzzwords in social media. Words like thought leader, content creator, influencer, and within influencer, there's micro influencer, macro influencer, nano influencer. There's affiliate marketing. There's celebrities. There's thought leaders. So today we're going to talk about sort of this ecosystem of thought leadership. And of course, my specific interest is in the cannabis industry, but this goes across all of the different categories in influencer marketing. And I want to show you guys, actually, I think I can show you on, I think I can show you here on my phone. Let me just show you guys something that I have downloaded on my phone that I want to share with you. Hold on. Okay. This is a really awesome diagram that my friend and former work colleague, her name is Denise Spatola. Come on, potential spam. Posted on LinkedIn, and it shows a really interesting graph. So here we're seeing the three different types of the marketing funnel. So we have awareness, consideration, and acquisition or purchase. And then she put each of the different categories. I know it's backwards for you guys. Hi, Nelma. Yes, I just got your text. I'm doing this, but I've also been in touch with Lindsay. So thank you. Okay. I'm going to just I got distracted, honestly, because I got the text from Nelma. Hi, girl. Glad you're here. Instead of texting me. And my phone rang and a whole other bunch of stuff. Okay. All right. So let's start with content creators, because I think that what every single person in this entire categories, all these categories have in common is that they are content creators. And so whether you're an affiliate marketer, whether you're a micro influencer, a macro influencer, a celebrity, a nano influencer, whether you are a thought leader, what all of these roles in social media have in common is that all of them are content creators. They have to put out content. Otherwise, how do you know about them, right? So content creator is kind of like the top of the umbrella, right? Like the top of the pyramid, of the funnel. And underneath that, you have all the different categories that we're talking about today. So for those of you guys who are on already, is that tracking for you? Do you all agree with me that everybody we're going to be talking about today is a content creator, but not all content creators are influencers? Not all content creators um, are thought leaders. Not all, right? So like everybody has one thing in common, and that is that all of these categories have to create content regularly in order to be seen as the category that they're in, right? Okay. So and like, what is the definition of a content creator? The definition of a content creator to me is someone who puts out original content on a regular basis, whatever that basis is. It could be daily, could be weekly, could be monthly, but it's most likely daily-ish, okay? Because if you really want to be out there in social media, you need to be making content every single day. um, okay, so next, let's talk about influencers, okay? Because influencers is often a category that is just extremely, in my mind, overused, a word that is extremely overused. And it's used to talk about such a broad scope of people. So, in my mind, an influencer and the term influence, what it means is my ability to call my audience to action, whatever that action may be. So, that action, it could be click here, it could be buy here, it could be learn more, it could be so many um, different takeaways, right? But it's like I can get a certain percentage of my audience to do actions. That's what an influencer is. Thank you for watching or listening. I appreciate you. um, so when it comes to influencers, there are so many different categories, right? So let's start off at the top. Let's start off with celebrities, right? In my mind, celebrities are people who do something besides being like famous on social media, but I mean, not really, because a lot of people come from social media and actually like become celebrities now. So I think the definitions of all of these are very like um it's challenging. This is a challenging conversation. Like what what makes you a celebrity? But I think a celebrity means that you are like recognizable on camera and off by at least a percentage of people in your niche, right? And so like there's obviously way different levels of celebrity, but also a celebrity should definitely have like at least 500,000 followers, at least, if not a million followers. It depends though. It really depends. Because, like, for example, there's a content creator and influencer who I absolutely love. Her name is Shalene Johnson. She is my queen. And would I consider her a celebrity? A very, very, very low level celebrity, but she is a huge celebrity in my world. And she does have like 700,000 Instagram followers. And like, she is like the queen of social media influencing and marketing. She's been doing it since she was, um, a trainer with Beachbody. And even before that in her own business. And she's been using Meta and Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube now, and podcasting. She's like she's not a celebrity, but she's more than a macro influencer to me. Or let me have a sip of this tiny amount of water that I have for this entire show. Why? Why? Just like why? All right. So then we have celebrities, then we have micro influencers, right? Let's start with nano influencers, okay? Nano influencers are people with like under 10,000 followers, let's just say, maybe even under 5,000 followers. And they really influence a very tight niche, whether it be a location, like it could be a location like I want to find I want to reach people to come to my bar. So I'm going to find like nano influencers who are like are local, who are going to help me tell that story. And they might only have like 1,000 followers. So those guys are, nano influencers in the major, like in the grand scheme of things. But for that bar in Ohio, shall we say, it will actually, like, that would really work for them. That would really work for their strategy. Okay, next up we've got micro influencers. So I think I consider myself a micro influencer. So I have about 18,000 followers. I have like a very good community of people that trust me and rely on me, but I still have a very, very, very small number of followers in the grand scheme of things. But in the cannabis industry, I have a very powerful group of followers because I have so many content creators who follow me, and I have so many, you know, powerful people in this industry who follow me. So I know that like my followership is extremely valuable. But I know that I'm totally like a micro influencer in the grand scheme of things. But in cannabis, I'm like a playa, and don't hate a playa, because also I do have over 11,000 followers on LinkedIn, and I have a very big voice over there. So I have a lot of influence on the business side of cannabis, in addition to the fact that I have like able to have conversations with you guys over here on Instagram, and I'm also on LinkedIn. I just want to switch over and see if there's any comments on LinkedIn before I switch to the next thing. Okay, no. All right. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is macro influencers. Macro influencers are people, in my opinion, with like 100,000 followers or more. They have a larger, broader group of people who follow them. They might have some people that like, it's just not as niche, right? And then after that, we've got, I guess macro goes all the way up to 1 million, and then I guess 1 million is celebrity. Does that make sense to you guys? I have to put you guys on pause for 1 second because I got an email that I want to check what was distracting me. Okay, so it all is making sense so far. So let me just pull up this email and deal with it really quickly, so that I'm not distracted. Thank you guys for understanding. You love my breakdown? Thank you. Okay. All right, guys, let's go back. This can wait. Thank you guys for being patient. This can absolutely wait. All right, let's bring this up. I'm very good at with my clients, right? You could see I saw a client email come in, and I get distracted by it and I can't really focus until I get it get it back together. And now we're back together because that can wait until the end of this hour for sure. The client work is important, it pays the bills. All right, let's reset. Okay, so the next thing we're talking about, so we talked about content creators and we talked about influencers. We talked about micro influencers, macro influencers, nano influencers, and celebrities. And now we're going to talk about just two more of the digital players, affiliates and thought leaders. So the first, and then we're going to smoke this bowl. So affiliates. This is something I'm very interested in right now. Oh, first of all, hold on, Amanda. I have to plots for that for a second, which is like a Jewish word for like, that made me feel really good. It means, okay, so yes, it will be recorded. Before you said community, I was thinking of how you created such a beautiful community because you see everyone. Well, I want to see everyone. It's a joke. I joke, but this is like so true. So when I was a little girl, there was this show on TV. It was called Romper Room. And during Romper Room, at the end, the teachers who were like basically taught Romper Room would look into their magic mirror and they would call out to everyone who they spoke to, who they had in their audience, and they would say, I see you, Amanda. I see you, Patricia. I see you, Crystal. But they actually didn't see anyone, but I, of course, really always wanted them to say my name, and I just never heard my name. And I always remembered how it made me feel to be seen and to feel seen, and how I always wanted to feel seen. And so I always try to make people feel seen. So it's really nice way of, it's just an amazing compliment to me, Amanda. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, Awkwardly Hetty asked, can you be more than one category? Yes, 1000%. You can definitely be I know that I'm a content creator, I'm an influencer, and I am a thought leader. And I'm also going to be an affiliate marketing person. I'm really working at this as well. Okay. So here's about affiliates. Okay. The concept behind affiliates is that we share revenue with the brand. So in a perfect world, let's just use Mama Jane's Cleaner as the example. Amanda shares, let's just say her bottle of Mama Jane's Cleaner, she sells it for $20, but she only needs to make like $4 on it, let's just say, to cover her costs. We'll have to figure out shipping. And let's just say she could pay out $15 per bottle for people. And that is like what I consider affiliate marketing. Any kind of marketing where any percentage of your revenue share is shared is affiliate marketing. I don't know, Nelma, if you're on, but this is like a perfect time for me to tell a quick little story about like affiliate marketing and why I think it's broken, and I'm not going to get into how I intend to fix it, but I do intend to fix it. And Amanda knows a little bit about it, but okay. So for example, Nelma is an awesome content creator and influencer. She is working with a bunch of different brands in different capacities. And one of those brands is Oko Living, which is they make a yoga mat like a rug. And I really fucking have wanted one of these for quite some time. So when I saw that Nelma had a discount code, I was like, I'm going to support Nelma and buy it right now. And I remember because it was a Saturday. So I go on and I go to use Nelma's code, and Nelma's code saves me less money. Yeah. Okay, great. I'm not like dissing your code. It's great. I want your code. However, they are offering $15 off, which is more than 10% off, which is what you get. You give. So if I am a person who is trying to save money, I would use the $15 off code and not the Namaste Nelma code for 10% off, because obviously, like, I would want to save more money, but I would want to give Nelma the sale also. But like, what's the mindset? And so I'm trying to fix that problem, because that problem is that basically the yoga mat company is making it kind of impossible for me to want to give back to Nelma, because that extra $5 is what Nelma's supposed to get. It's just, that does not make sense to me. So I'm I'm working on trying to solve that problem. More to come. It's going to launch in 2025. In my dreams, it was going to launch in 2024, but it's not. Okay. Right. Exactly. Okay. It's not fair, right? It's not fair. That is bullshit. All right. So moving on to thought leaders. Thought leaders are people who have a voice that when they say something, other people also say it and listen. And so, like, and they have original thoughts, okay? And they are willing to defend their original thoughts. And the way that I have become a thought leader is, well, by doing this type of thing, I think. Right, is by like giving my value to people who are asking for help without gatekeeping and without like pretending that I'm like the best expert in the entire world, because I'm literally just teaching what I know. I have a lot of experience, but also social media is constantly changing. So really, I'm just sharing with you guys what I know, but that makes me a thought leader, I think. Um, Also, thought leadership, for me, the way I've experienced myself being a thought leader is, people ask me for my opinion on things. I've been quoted in a lot of different places. I know how to make news. I've been doing that my whole career. So basically, I can insert myself into any conversation. Like, I've done it like so many times in the cannabis industry, and like really elevated my fame on LinkedIn by like just nailing just really smart moments. And yeah, and also then just and carrying a very I don't know, spicy voice, but it's like spicy for a purpose. I'm an advocate, I guess, and stand up for what I believe in, and I say things that might not agree with everybody, and I say things that could be a struggle for some people to hear. So I think that is also being a thought leader. A thought leader is not just like saying everything that other people want to hear. A thought leader is definitely like saying things that are new, are fucking new. Like, if you can't say anything new, then you have like nothing, like, you're not a thought leader. You're a thought follower. You're a thought follower upper. If you have to say new things and you have to be willing to defend them, or you can always back down. I mean, if someone's like, you're wrong, here's why, I'll be like, holy shit, I was wrong. This person's right. I'm so sorry. But like, you have to be willing to take a stand, right? Okay. All right. This is a fun conversation. I was worried that it wasn't going to be that fun, but I feel like this is a fun conversation. I'm going to smoke a bowl and we're going to get into the next segment. All right. And that segment is going to be about a few minutes. I don't know. So let's see. Tell me that tell me why you guys. Oh, also, Nelma, get on LinkedIn. I will help you. I will teach a free class to all of the Instagram content creators who need to get their butts on LinkedIn. People are they treat you with so much more professionalism on LinkedIn, like the professional that you are. Well, that's nice that you have one. Let's get it going. Let's get it rolling, girl. Let's get in that cannabis industry, my girl, my queen. All right, l'chaim, everyone. Let's smoke. Wow, really ripping it. Cough, you get off. I don't like it. Coughing on camera is not cute, okay? I know, because I do it every single day in my stories. And I look at that back at them and I'm just like, I. Okay, next up. We're going to talk about the spectrum of influence, okay? So we're going to talk about right now. Hi, D. You just took your first look of the day. Oh, stop. It's the cutest. Yeah, coughing. Like my 14 chins and everything. Okay. All right. So each of the categories of influence that we talked about in the first segment, each have a different role to play in the marketing mix, okay? And if you are, so basically, if like you're interested in awareness, you want, let's just say you want everyone in the world to know about your product. Let's just say your solo stove, for example. So you decided to work with Snoop Dogg, right? And Snoop Dogg obviously falls into the celebrity category. And he can get you so much awareness, right? We move down, right? We move down from awareness and then we move into consideration. Okay. You've got like your like you've got your celebrities, right? Okay. Everybody's going to know about it, but there might not be like, we're like, whatever. Snoop has 9,000 different things that he's doing. Okay. So now he's doing something with Solo Stove. Great. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to buy a Solo Stove. We found out that that actually didn't happen. And the next phase is consideration. So, I just saw that and I'm really thinking about buying it. And who are the best people to actually re-influence you to buy that are your micro and nano influencers. So let's just say, for example, you saw an ad somewhere for the Aura ring. It's spelled O-U-R-A. And you're like, oh, that looks like a really cool ring. I heard about that somewhere. And maybe it's a fitness tracker, I think, right? And then you go to my live stream last night and you see me talking for 25 minutes about how obsessed with this ring I am. And maybe as someone who, this is an expensive purchase, right? This isn't, and it's also a commitment. It's not the kind of thing that you just like buy and it's like, it starts at $349 and there's a $5.99 a month membership fee. So in order to consider, it's not the kind of purchase that you're just going to do like that, right? So you're going to consider for a while, which I don't know why that just happened, but That was amazing. You're going to consider for a while that whether you're going to purchase it. You're not just going to run out and purchase it. And if you do, well, then more power to you. But most people aren't just going to buy almost like, a $500 fitness tracker, right? But if a micro or nano influencer is telling you daily about how this ring fits into their lifestyle and shows like all the different tools that it offers and all the different feedback that it gives, you're going to be like, I totally want one of those, right? So we're moving down the funnel from awareness to consideration. And the next part of the funnel is conversion or purchase, right? And so conversion, you can call it, well, I mean, what does Denise call it? Denise, this also giving credit to my friend and former colleague, Denise Fatola. Denise is an expert in influencer marketing. She works for a influencer marketing agency in New York called Linkia. She just recently left Bayer to go work there, and she just put out this awesome piece of content about the differences between all of these different types of creators. And it was crazy because I was like, she put it out yesterday, and I'm like, I'm literally talking about this today. Like we're on such the same wavelength. It's so awesome. So then, so consideration, acquisition. So acquisition, whatever, customer acquisition, let's just call it, is the last frontier, right? And who's going to be able to do that for you? It's going to be affiliates. Okay. It's going to be, and some to some extent, nano influencers. And it's going to be also at that point, it's going to be your owned channels. So like you're using like the awareness, the consideration. By the time you get to consideration, you are like, you're capturing that person's attention as a brand. So now you can bring them in to follow you. And once they're following you, now you're marketing to them. So now you're also bringing them down the funnel. So, I mean, obviously none of this all just like works none of this works in a vacuum. Everything is like all of your marketing tools are a part of this funnel or a part of this mix. And that's what Denise is talking about in her graphic that she created. I can't wait to go hear Denise speak, moderate. She's moderating a panel this summer at a conference that I'll be going to in New York. More on that in the future. Okay. Do we want to talk a little bit about content creation versus content curation? Does anyone want to hear about that? Because like, I think that's an important part of your own personal brand mix is, okay, so yes. Okay, so content creation is putting out your own original stuff, right? And your content creation should be everything from your original reels that are like trying to go viral, your original reels that are trying to get your message across, because those are two different things. We talked about that in a previous episode. Your stories, your original stories. And let's just talk about other platforms, your YouTube original videos, your any cut downs or original videos that you put on YouTube, any YouTube shorts, all of those, unless they're repurposed. I mean, to me, that's curation, but whatever. I don't know. Tisket a tasket. Okay. So that's content creation. On LinkedIn, content creation looks like writing articles, blog posts, and a newsletter. It looks like cross posting from other platforms. Like, I don't know. That's kind of what I just a tisket a tasket about. It's basically sharing anything that's directly native to that platform. Like the way I talk on LinkedIn and the things I do on LinkedIn are way different than the things I do on Instagram. Even actually the persona, or it's not persona because they're both me, but it's just like the part of me, let's just call it that. The part of me that shows up on Instagram is very different than the part of me who shows up on LinkedIn. The part of me who shows up on LinkedIn is a little bit more, well, snarky professional, shall we say? And my Instagram personality persona is a little bit more anti and fun and silly and cringy and all the things. And these live streams on Wednesday are kind of like the crossover in between those two things. So I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Okay, so content curation. What is content curation? Content curation, and we all need to be doing this, is sharing the content of other people that make sense for your audience. So, of course, for me, it's all the content creators that I work with, all of their content, all the brands that I work with, all of their content. Of course, all of my content, all of Crystal's content, anyone who tags me for the most part or collabs with me, I try to accept. To me, that is curation. I'm showing like other people, and all the other thing I do is I throw memes in my stories all the time. I think, what else is curation? On LinkedIn, curation is sharing other people's work, tagging other people in, commenting with smart, insightful comments on LinkedIn. This is yeah, on YouTube, obviously subscribing, things like that, and really just like the more, and the best thing about content curation is that you can blow other people up, and that builds your community, because the more you show like other people, the more gratitude they will show towards you. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, I love you. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love you too. And then they blow you up. And now you guys maybe do a podcast together, or you do something together. And now you just like cross pollinated so amazingly and so naturally. And like, that's what content curation can lead to. Right? Okay. All right. How is that? Good? Okay. Now we're talking about okay. Now we are talking about the role of authenticity and expertise. Okay. So authenticity is definitely, for me, the key to everything. When I tried a long time ago to like be something, that never really worked for me. And so when I started using cannabis, I really got to a place where I decided that I wanted to be 100% myself, 100% of the time. Because before, I used to mask a lot, and I used to use a lot of like, I don't, that's why I'm like careful not to say like the version of me that shows up over here, or the version, because it's all one integrated person, but it could be like a part of me that I dial up on in one place, and a part, like, kind of like that movie with all the different emotions. I forget the name of the movie, but you guys will remind me. It's like a kids movie, but like a really sad kids movie. Um, so if you like try to just be as authentic as possible and just be like as real as I possibly can, and like if I make a mistake, you guys will know that I'll just like be like, oops, shit, like I'm just like living out here, and like can't be perfect all the time. And I'm not even truly trying to. I'm just trying to do my very best. So, all right, the next thing is, right, that's that segment. That's that segment. Okay. And expertise. I mean, obviously, if you don't have expertise, don't try to teach things. Something I cannot stand, and if I don't know if you guys are like this, but I cannot stand it when there's certain people, and I have people in my life who I love who are like this, but as soon as they get like passionate about something, and let's just call it like a little ADHD about something, they will like consider themselves an expert in it. An expert like will like act as if, and an expert doesn't think they're an expert. An expert just teaches what they know and knows that there's so much more to know. And if you think that you can become an expert in something by just like learning about it for a few minutes and then trying to teach it, I have no respect for that. So that's what expertise means to me. All right, let's smoke one. Last one. Not last one. How are we doing? I'm willing to go over. Are you guys willing to go over? Because I started late. 15 minutes? Okay, because I have two more. And you guys ready for questions? Okay, so because we're going to be going into the last segment here. So, I mean, I'm totally ready for questions. Okay. Let's smoke. I mean, obviously. Okay. So this is the fun part, right? Who are you? So there's 6 people on here right now. There's been a lot throughout the entire sesh, but which category do you think you fall into? And which category do you want to fall into? To me, as I said earlier, I think I definitely am a content creator. I'm sitting here for an hour, like going live on social media. So I'm pretty sure I'm a content creator. I'm definitely an influencer. I know I can call people to action and get people to do things like buy things, go to places, things like that. I know I'm a thought leader because last week on LinkedIn, I had over 80,000 views, and all my content just really sells across the board on that platform, which I think is where thought leaders are made. And I'm also working on becoming an affiliate. And yeah, so what do you guys think? What category do you fall into? Like Amanda, this is a great question for you because I think it's a hard question for you because you're a brand. So what category do you think Amanda falls into? Crystal, we're going for 15 minutes. Yay, you're here. It's so nice to see you, my love. All right. So we're going to start at what can you do? How can you become all these different things, right? So we got to start at the bottom. Okay, we've got celebrity, we've got micro, nano, macro influencer. We have thought leadership. We have a thought leader, affiliate, and content creator, which you could just be a content creator because we talked about at the top that all of those things fall under the umbrella of content creator. You are currently a wannabe nano influencer. I fucking love that for you. And I really want you to dial that up. I want you to come onto LinkedIn and start posting. I want you to be talking about being a small business owner and all that stuff. She is also a content creator. Yes, she's a content creator, and I would like her to become more of a thought leader because I want her to rise to her power as the queen of clean. Okay, Toking Tiff, you're trying to figure out where you fit into all this. Well, I don't know you. So tell me, how many followers do you have? What do you do? All that kind of stuff. Like, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Okay. While you do that, I'll keep talking. So let's say that you are just trying to get started, right? And maybe you have like 5,000 followers or less. Okay, let's just say. What I would tell you to do is to start making content every single day. Sometimes it feels like you're not talking to anyone. It doesn't matter. Do it. Do it every day. If you're in the cannabis industry, incorporate different brands into your content, things that you just already have on your phone, things that you already have in your house. Start tagging those brands, start pretending that you're an influencer, okay? Somebody who has done an incredible job of this, and I don't know, she must have been a content creator somewhere else before, but she's too good, is Cannaboss_Ash. If you guys are following her, she is fucking crushing. She like started her account so recently, and she is already like working with brands and crushing it. So how do you go from like nano to micro to macro? Well, I mean, look, the way to go from nano to micro is definitely with reels. If you want to blow up, you have to try to get your reels to blow up. Your reels are the ticket to followers, and followers then, okay? So like keep posting those reels, work hard on getting them to be good. Like the other day I was like, oh, I don't really love my reel. And like, but try and do, but also post a reel every day, even if it's not perfect. Just get in the habit. And also if you really want to post more, like 2 reels a day would be even better for you if you really want to start getting out there. Okay. Because the algorithm favors that. Oh my God, I only have 2 minutes left because I've been live for almost an hour. So I'm going to have to wrap it up on Instagram. So lastly is monetization and partnerships. I'm going to be learning more about monetization, which I'm of course working on with my current partners that we work with at High Curious, but I'm actually taking a course coming up to be learning from some experts in this space who have worked with some of the top brands in the country. And I know that I have my goals for who I want to be working with. And I'm going to also be helping you guys also do the same once I learn. So more on that. And now I only have 1 minute left. And so if anyone has any questions or any closing thoughts, this has been a really fun session. I appreciate you guys for joining so much. If you have any questions that you want to email me, that you want to DM me, please feel free. I always am here. Thinking about creating like a LinkedIn course for Instagrammers. That like I basically teach all my Instagram friends how to use LinkedIn. So, but like, I don't know, more on that. Maybe I'll just teach another one of these about it if that would be a good start. All right, guys, much love. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, look, I can go like this and get those hearts. Let's try one more time. Because when I went like this before, I went like this, Okay, bye. I forgot I had to end the stream.